As President-elect Donald Trump prepares to begin his second term in office, immigrants, their employers, and organizations that work with them are already taking action. Trump has pledged to deport millions of people during his second term in office. Other people are hopeful that the plans, if they come to fruition, will make things better, while others are concerned about the potential effects that the new administration could have on their family. Deportation and detention possibilities are being discussed by Trump's allies, with the goal of addressing the border between the United States and Mexico being a priority from the very beginning. According to a source who is aware with the basic intentions of the team, the removal of unauthorized immigrants who have committed crimes is expected to be an early focus. However, advocates are concerned that deportation plans will soon expand further into American neighborhoods, focusing on those whom they believe have the legal right to reside in the United States. The League of United Latin American Citizens, which is the oldest Hispanic civil rights organization in the United States, is currently working to acquire financial resources and legal representation in order to combat what it has already referred to as probable immigration policies that are vicious, malevolent, cruel, and ruthless. Make no mistake about it. The millions of people that Donald Trump has targeted, as well as the families and communities that they are a part of, as well as every single individual in our country, will suffer as a result of mass deportations. According to Juan Proaño, the chief executive officer of LULAC, these individuals will attempt to separate parents from their children, damage businesses and livelihoods, and wreak havoc on the fabric of our nation and our economy. According to a lawyer working for the American Civil Liberties Union, the organization has already significantly advanced its plans for legal challenges. According to Lee Gellert, an attorney for the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, who argued many of the most high-profile cases during Trump's first term, we have been preparing for a second Trump term for nearly a year, with a focus on the most draconian possible policies, including the threat to use the military for deportation, which is flatly illegal. At the same time, the National Immigrant Justice Center stated that its attorneys were prepared. We will continue our work of providing critical legal representation to immigrants and refugees, fighting to keep families together, defending access to asylum, and advocating for the end of arbitrary detention and unjust deportation, said Mary Meg McCarthy, the executive director of the center, in a statement. McCarthy expressed her commitment to the organization's mission. In the state of California, where farmers are dependent on migrant labor, there is a revived clamor for immigration reform that would allow people to enter the United States for the express purpose of working in agriculture. In addition, there are requests for the current labor to be granted legal status. We must focus on easing the chronic employee shortages on California farms and ranches and reducing the barriers to employment, said Shannon Douglas, president of the California Farm Bureau, in a statement that was provided to CNN. Some places of worship are getting ready to change their missions in the metropolitan core of New York City, where the numbers of migrants and asylum seekers have increased to the point where local resources are being stretched to their limits. The faith community has been mobilized for more than 2.5 years in kind of an emergency capacity, said the Reverend Chloe Breyer, executive director of the Interfaith Center of New York, a religiously diverse nonprofit organization. This has been going on for quite some time. The challenge was not specifically deportation, as it is now. Rather, the challenge was the feeding, the housing, and the welcoming of enormous numbers of people, said the speaker.